and courtly demeanor. A companion of each of these four orders is one whose skills are freely manifested and willingly taught, whose efforts on behalf of others are unstinting, and above all, who is an example of courtesy and grace. The Order of Chivalry honors martial achievement in armor. The members of the order are swords of the king. The Order of the Laurel honors those skilled in arts and sciences who create works of service and beauty. The Order of Defense honors those wielding the deadly rapier and who bear themselves with noble comportment. In the 6th year of the society, there was called into being the 3rd great order of peerage, the Right Noble Order of the Pelican, to salute those who distinguish themselves in areas not otherwise recognized by their sustained and exemplary service to the society. It is the privilege of the crown to elevate into companionship in this order such persons as it sees fit. Therefore, the crown now calls into its presence the companion of the Right Noble Order of the Pelican here present.
Please,
stand to the side or kneel.
There's not a step, I can't. It scared me. I wasn't scared. I can't get there.
Come here. Get you.
We'll make it work.
No, it's okay.
I don't have extra hands. May I stand? Please.
The crown now calls Safiyya Bint Faris Al-Dani to come before this court and company.
Your Majesty, Excellency, all good lords and ladies gathered today, before you now comes her honor, Safiyya Bint Faris Al-Dani, bearing by grant of arms, vet, a sea lion or, in chief, 3 sea blotter argent, a ford proper. She will today give answer to their Majesty's gracious offer.
This lady, with the tip of her head, can set all of her husband's shenanigans and the world to rights. She fills our hearts with laughter, our faces with smiles, and we love her dearly.
On a trip to Battlemore 1, she sewed in buttons on my doublet. The doublet that sooner ended up in a ditch. Sadly, she had to repose not to strengthen her line.
But wait! One very great act of service was had not very long ago in a barony not so far away. 2 young babes lay in the middle of the populace, and she, for the service of the Outlands, made sure that that area was quiet so those 2 babes could stay asleep. I can think of no greater service.
Safiyya. Bint Faris Al-Dani. Have you undertaken to accept companionship into the Right Noble Order of the Pelican?
Your Majesties, before I can embark upon this journey, there is a promise I made to a dear friend that I must ensure has been well fulfilled.
partnership and as a mentor and a student. And I have to say, at that time, I thought, well, this is weird. Because I don't have anything to teach you. You are, and always have been, everything I could imagine in a peer of this realm. You are a true and faithful servant. You have dedication to the arts. And above all, you are kind and generous in all that you do. And your inspiration as a peer has always been apparent to me, as it has to so many others. So this day, I release you from our bond, but not from our friendship. And I would ask that you keep your belt. I'll hold it for you. You have important business to do now. But I'll return this to you at the end of this day so that you can pass on some lineage and bring continued greatness to this kingdom.
Taught me far more than you realize than just important and being definitely all of that. Your Majesties, I am now complete.
This pleases us.
This medallion was brought to you, and it's now. Here. So now you get a little bit of me in there too. Mistress Galliana wore this pendant with love of this dream and of this kingdom, and we would see it pass to you. Let it now pass from hand to hand of the members of the order gathered here, so that all may know and share in the bond that we have with her. We now ask the members of the peerage gathered here to affirm that Safiyya has grown in chivalrous grace and gentle virtue, the hallmarks of a true and faithful peer. Is there anyone here who would speak on her behalf of the Order of the Chivalry?
I, Felix Niumi, speak today on her behalf in the Order of the Chivalry. I have known this woman for many years. It is said of her that she is kind, and she is. It is said of her that she is generous, and she is. I have seen her make space for people at events while she was Baroness to ensure that all people were able to participate in ways that they might not otherwise have been able to. She has ensured that there was room for fencers, for fighters, for arts. For all the things we do, she made space. More than any other quality, this good gentle is fierce. We swear oaths to defend all of those that we can. This good gentle does so, and does so consistently, not just when it is visible, but when it is not, when it is most needed. She is most acceptable.
Is there someone who will speak on behalf of the Order of the Laurel?
I will, Your Majesties. At your pleasure. Her Excellency is brilliant. She has amazing research. She has amazing skill. She's one of the people that I can trust, that when I need something that is sewn beautifully and looks absolutely correct, I know I have never been. I've known her a long time. We have a mutual love of dance, a mutual love of sparkly things, and a mutual hatred for glitter. art without service is vanity, and service without art is drudgery. And you have married the two. This lady is my peer. I thank you for this opportunity to speak on your behalf, and I thank you for all of your service.
Is there someone who will speak on behalf of the Order of the Pelican?
Your Majesties. Her Honor Safiyya is a rare treasure. So many skills which she is so willing to share. Constant officer, often event steward, and a welcomer for the new. Her service to barony and kingdom is effective. She is a problem solver, whether it be with people or the more logistic parts of the SCA. Always with a smile. It is a pleasure to recommend Safiyya to you for admittance into the Order of the Pelican.
Is there someone who will speak on behalf of the Order of Defense?
I will, Your Majesty. Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, and the noble populace of the Outlands, do I, Master Wolfgang Sebastian Kohlhammer, bring words of accolade from your esteemed Order of Defense. As we all know, the Crown of the Outlands has many jewels therein. Peers, populace, and landed baronies all glint and gleam as they set upon the royal crown. These jewels all rely upon one another in order to shine as greatly as they can. The personage before you, Her Honor, Safiyya Bint Faris Al-Dani, has excelled in bringing forth the opulence of Unserhofen in her service to the populace during her tenure as Baroness. Her kind words and gentle hand brought forth a shining light to your most northern baron. Her manner is equitable. She approaches a situation with a level field mentality and an honesty that comes from speaking from a place of power, from being an agent of something greater. She gave Unserhofen the ability to reach their utmost without artificial construct. Her probity peeled back excuse and showed her flock the path to shining greatness. I can attest and affirm, without fear of retribution to myself or my order, that Her Honor, Safiyya Bint Faris Al-Dani, is most deserving of the accolade presented to her on this day. The noble Order of the Pelican will most assuredly shine brighter with her inclusion.
Is there someone who would speak on behalf of the Royal Peerage?
Majesties, introduce the honor. I'm Caerthe, and I've known Safiyya for about 10 years. And I am ashamed to say that I did not recognize the beautiful, sparkling gem that we get to have in this kingdom. And it's for all of the reasons that the eloquent peers spoke before me. She's been Baroness. She's made beautiful art. She has supported the populace. She's supported peerages. But I think those things are all overt. They're all obvious. And the reason that I believe her greatest value actually lies in something a little bit more subtle, and that is in her counsel. Your Majesties take counsel of many types and from many people, from your parents and your peers and your friends and the populace. And these all bring something different to the table. However, the counsel Safiyya offers is exceedingly rare, often desperately needed, and deeply valuable. This counsel requires courage and care. And it is the ability and the willingness to speak difficult truths from a kind heart. As humans, we are inclined to say things that are likely to make people like us. So we shy away from these difficult truths. And the problem with that is that difficult truths create growth. If we listen to them, difficult truths force us to walk new paths and ultimately become better people. It's a subtle gift, but one that has enormous impact in someone's journey through life. Safiyya did this for me when I was crowned, and she has done it, I think, more times than she knows since then. Your Royal Majesties, today you are elevating Safiyya to the Order of the Pelican, an order based
thank you all. This kingdom is served well by her peers. But the peers alone cannot make up the Outlands. Is there someone here who would speak on behalf of the populace?
I would, Your Majesty. I am the self-proclaimed Wizard of the North, Ariana Sleep. I am a transplant from Belt, and the first person I met when I moved here was Safiyya. She just stepped up into her role as Baroness, and I didn't know anybody, and my gentle boyfriend at the time was going off to fight, and he left me in her care, and we went around to all the camps, and she introduced me to everyone. If that's not service for the populace, I don't know what is. Just being welcome and included. She fiercely fights to be included. Everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a child or an adult or somebody who needs a little extra help. She fiercely fights for you. And I'm so happy and proud that she gets to be a part of this amazing flock of people.
Good gents. We thank you for your wise counsel. My sword, lightning. Safiyya and Faris Al-Dani, you have been deemed fit for this high estate by your peers and have indicated your willingness to accept this honor from our hands. Do you now swear by all you hold sacred, true, and holy, that you will honor and defend the crown and kingdom of the Outlands?
I will.
That you will preserve in your pursuit of excellence, thereby bringing honor to yourself, to your order, and the Outlands.
I will.
That you will further your knowledge of the ways of service and give aid to others in this endeavor.
I will.
That you will be courteous and honor your peers of the chivalry, of the laurel, of the pelican, and of the defense.
I will.
That you will conduct yourself as all manners as befits a peer, continuing to practice the virtues of chivalry, nobility, and personal integrity to the glory of the greater Outlands and your own personal gain.
I will.
That having sworn these solemn oaths, know that we, Jax Articus and Anna, by right in arms, King and Queen of the Outlands, do proclaim you to be a companion to a right noble order of the Pelican.
Let the medallion be brought forward. Take from our hands this medallion, which bears the symbol of your order, a pelican in her piety. For this creature was believed in ancient times to nurture from her own breast her young, and thus came to symbolize a good and true servant, wear it always with great honor, wear it always with humility. Let her honor be robed as befits her new estate. Is there a mantle? Let this mantle envelop you in warmth, just as the people you serve will envelop you with hope and with love. Is there a cap of maintenance? cap of maintenance is worn to distribute the weight of a crown, making its burden easier to bear. Thus has this become a symbol for the right and noble order of the Pelican. Through great efforts of service and the dignity of the crown maintained. Wear this then, in a mark of favor and reminder of your duty.
Your Majesties, at this time, I would swear fealty to the crown of the Outlands.
It shall please us greatly to accept your fealty.
This day do I swear to my sovereign lord and lady, Caerthe and Anna, Rex, and Regina of the Outlands, who from this day forward shall be my liege, lord and lady. I will listen to the words of your populace with sincerity, be it their dreams or their burdens. I will speak with transparency, reflecting the trust that you have placed in me. And when called, I will stand, ready, not with my all, but with my very best. This do I swear by my honor and upon the high ideals I bear as a peer of this realm. So say I, Safiyya Bint Faris Al-Dani.
We accept your homage and fealty, and pledge to you that from this day forward, until the end of our reign, we will be our liege woman, that we will honor your order and defend your rights as a peer, and we will protect the trust that you have placed within us, mighty with justice, tempered with mercy.
Arise, Mr. Safiyya.
Arise, Mr. Safiyya.
Let the scroll be rolled.
Let the scroll be.
Unto all those who come by these present letters, Caerthe and Anna, King and Queen of the Outlands, send greetings. Whereas Safiyya Bint Faris Al-Dani has shown through her long and steadfast service to our realm the quality of effort which is the mark of a peer, we are minded to advance her in honor and admit her to the Order of the Pelican. We do hereby elevate and affirm those arms previously granted by the College of Arms by these letters patent, to wit, vert, a sea lion oar, in chief 3 sea bladder argent, the ford proper which Mistress Safiyya shall hold for her sole and unique use throughout the known world, to which we set our hands this 7th day of January, Anno Societatis 57, being 2023 Gregorian, Caerthe, Rex, Anna, Regina.
The scroll is the work of the Honorable Lady Cecilia Caterina de Firenze.
Go now and greet your peers.
For Mistress Safiyya, 3 cheers! Hip hip!
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
You know, what a great and amazing time I've had since Caerthe 12th line. I've been to many of these